Hello, this is Alexey. I continue to publish video tutorials and reviews. If this video will be useful to you, please subscribe to my channel and click on the like button under this video. In this way you will help other users to find necessary information and my channel will run better. All links from the video can be found in the description below. In previous free video tutorials we create website on Joomla 4 from scratch. We use only free extensions. The result was a business website which is uploaded to the hosting. The previously recorded video tutorials for Joomla 4 are almost completely relevant for current version of Joomla 5.3. The information in this video tutorial remains relevant for Joomla 4 as well. At least this is true on September 7, 2025. In the previous video tutorial we work with shop, media files, shipment methods and payment methods. In this video we'll work with component configuration. There are many settings in the VirtueMart. I will not consider all of them, but only the most interesting ones in my opinion. These settings affect the entry site, but you can override some of them in the category or menu item settings. Let's go to VirtueMart settings. Here is the first tab, Shop. As you remember, here we build an online store. In previous video tutorial we add payment option, payment methods, PayPal. If we won't configure this plugin, we will see something like this, so I'll just select standard for PayPal because I won't configure it, update the page, and I can see the line was gone. So we have add to cart button, but if you wish to use VirtueMart as catalog, just select option use only as catalog. Save it, update the page, and the add to cart button will disappear, but you will see all products, prices and so on. I will enable this option, update it, and we have our add to cart button once more. If you wish to use Joomla plugins in description, here, for example, gallery plugins or something else, tables plugins or else, enable this option, enable Joomla plugins. In previous video tutorial about Joomla, we already saw how to enable SSL in Joomla. Here we can use this option, force SSL for entire site. On the local host I won't do that, but you can use it on your hosting when you have already installed the SSL certificate, or if you wish to use SSL for sensitive areas, for example for checkout page, enable this option. If you wish to use reCAPTCHA to your registration in VirtueMart, with registration in VirtueMart will work in next video tutorials, but we already saw it here. This is Joomla login page, but if you click here you will see here the registration form. So if you wish to have here the reCAPTCHA, then enable this option. Also here we can see language settings. With languages we will work in next video tutorials. We will add additional language here and set up multi-language website. With Joomla multi-language we already work in previous video tutorial, so first of all you need to set up Joomla multi-language and then set up VirtueMart multi-language. But as I mentioned before, we will do it in next video tutorials. Let's go to the next tab, Orders. Here we can change order mail format from HTML to TXT. I can't remember when I select text mail, so I guess I'm always use HTML, so just leave it. If you have multi-language website, I suggest you to enable invoice in user language. Select yes. In this case, user will get his invoice in his language. In previous video tutorial we work with orders. Here you can change status, and here in configuration orders we can see two options: default order status to send email to shopper and default order status to send mail to vendor. Here we can select corresponding status here, and if the order status is like selected here or here, the shopper or vendor will get the email on his mail. In most cases I just leave it like that. The next tab is Shopfront. We have already worked with some options in this tab in previous video tutorials. I will not go over them again. Here we can see options show the print view link here. For example, here it is. We can send our page to the printer, but we can disable it. Update the page and we won't see the print button. Also, let's see, there is no form to ask here, but we can enable it. For example, enable allow to ask questions. Update the page and we can see the additional button, click on it, and we will see ask form. Also, here you can see product navigations buttons. If you wish, you can disable them. Update the page and they disappeared. Let's leave them by default. Also, you can disable stock level. Here it is. And change other settings. You can read pop-up hints and just to experiment with these options. The next tab is templates. We also have already worked with some options in this tab in previous video tutorials, and I will not go over them again. As you can remember, in previous video tutorial in shop section we add store description, here it is, and now here in configuration in templates we can enable show store description, and if we update the page in category we will see this text. I won't display it. Also, let's see how show featured option works. Select yes, let's go to woman category, here we are, and now if we go to products and select, for example, free products, like features products, let's enable the page and we will see feature products first and then all of our products. I strongly recommend you at the beginning of your online shop creation, test these options and only then add products with images. If we move here, we can see options for pagination. Let's go to shop, category woman. Let's change, for example, front-end default items per listing from 24 to 3. Update the page and we can see 3 products on first page and 2 products on second page. Also, here we can select number of products on the page. So you can just set up these options. I'll just leave as it was before. Also here the options backend default items per list view. Let's go, for example, to our products. We can see 30 products per page here, and if we select here by default, for example, 10, update the page, and now we can see 10 products by default, and we can see pagination. In some cases it's very useful, so I won't change anything here, but now you know how to use this option. As you can remember, here we can see a lot of prices. It's not very good. So let's go to pricing and let's disable all of these options. In most cases, I leave just final sales price. So just disable other prices, save it, update the page. We can see one price. Also, in most cases, I hide this, so just uncheck show label for final sales price, update the page, and we can see one price, so just leave it. Let's go to the next tab, checkout. Let's see some options here, for example, add to cart, and we can see this pop up with related products, but we can disable it. For example, just like this. Update the page, click add to cart, and we will go to the shopping cart immediately. Also, we can disable showing related products in shopping cart in pop-up window. So let's update, add to cart, and we can see this small pop-up without related products. Also, let's go to our shopping cart. We can see several shipment and payment methods. Here we can select, for example, mail as default shipment method and PayPal as default payment method. If we update the page, we won't see any changes. Why? Because in this browser I already select this, but if I open this website in new browser, click add to cart, show cart, and here we can see by default mail and PayPal. Also here we can enable option only registered user can check out, but in most cases I leave it just like that, by default no, so every user can check out even without registration. Here in category of products we can see sorting by product name, SKU, ordering, and we can sort design or assign. Here in sort and search we can change default product sort order, for example creation data, product SKU, and so on. Also we can change assign or design. Also we can change default category sorting. There are different options, and we can add or disable availability sort by fields. For example, let's add create data, update the page, update it, and we can see create data, and we can sort it. Also, here we can see options available search fields. Here we can enable in which fields the VirtueMart will search the products. For example, let's go here, let's select this, just copy, go back here and search it. Please look here at the URL bar, click find, and we won't see any products, but we will see that we go to search. Let's go back. For example, select product description field. Let's search again for this word, and we will see, as you can see, all our products. Here we can see the search URL. Why we can see all 5 our products? Because in each product we have the same description. Let's go to products, find our product. First, woman dress, go to this description and select, for example, test. Save and close. Let's go here. We can see this word. Let's go to woman and search. Okay, now we can find only one product because this product in description, in full description, there is a test123 test word. In most cases, I disable in search by product description, but now you know how to use these options. As for feeds, I work with this section very rarely and it's not needed. So let's go to SEO. I strongly recommend you to change these options only when you knew what exactly you are doing. So, for example, let's go to woman. Let's open this tab. So, let's see, this is shop, woman dress 1. Now, let's enable product and category IDs. Just click save. Update the page. Let's open this product and now we can see a woman 1, woman dressed 1. Why we can see 1 here? Because here in products, for woman dress 1, we have ID 1. Now let's go to shop. Let's go to woman. For example, woman dress 2, and we will see woman 2. Why? Because woman dress 2, here it is, has ID. This is ID 2. So in most cases I do not use this, but as I mentioned before, change these options only in the case when you exactly knew what are you doing. In the next video tutorial we will continue creating an online store on VirtueMart and Joomla. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, this is Alexey, see you soon in new tutorials.